What's up guys, yes, McGann here, and today we are back with another oddball in the solo lane. This time playing Mercury instead of the Habois. A guy that I find great enjoyment in playing. He does a lot of damage, of course, later on in the game. One of the strongest assassins in the game, just does so much damage. He can just one-shot people, and then, well, he can one-shot the hunter, then turn around and one-shot the mage. Usually you can kill the mage a bit faster, but He just kills things so fast late game. It's just so hard to deal with. And if he gets ahead, he's not a god who's just going to one-shot you right off the bat. But it's the fact that since he's so strong late game, he just keeps getting stronger and stronger. And if he's ahead, I mean, that only makes it easier for him. So we're going to try and get ahead early this game. We are against a team composition that does snowball pretty hard with a Thanatos and a Scotty. So we have to try also not to fall behind, because if we get ahead of these guys, it's going to be pretty difficult for them to come back, because later on in the game, our team composition is incredibly strong with the double Guardians, one of them, of course, being Terra as well, so we'll see, we'll see. I'm assuming we're against a Vamana this game, which isn't really the best thing to be laning against as Mercury, as this god does do really well with physical protections, and his clear is really good, and this god does best against squishier gods, and his clear is atrocious, so it's probably not the best combo to be dealing with here, but we should still be fine overall, I think. Vamana is not a god who plays super aggressive, so at least we won't be dying super early, most likely. But we'll clear out this mana buff. We went for the Bumba start. There we go. Pick up the mana buff.
Your left tower is under attack.
Go to the wave. We'll hit level 2 right here. He's going to be level 2 as well, because he is going to go for the minis, but we'll actually have our buff, which is something that he probably wasn't expecting of us. And, ooh, my team wants to fight over here.
On my way.
Oh my gosh. My team actually won right there. And we're going to be able to take out a Thanatos.
But yet the night
I'm just going to go for Vamana because he's low HP here, but we could end up getting both here. There it is. Nice. We're going to be able to get this, all three of the enemy team here. That is very important, as our team does scale incredibly well. And yeah, I mean, if Vamana had the shell there, they probably would have beat us. But unfortunately for him, went for the sprint instead, and I don't even think he used it. Although it probably wouldn't have made much of a difference either way. Actually, he might have used it right before I really got into the fight trying to get Thanatos out. But I mean, we simply used made you look and got the kill. But we're going to go over to the fire elementals here. Secure these for ourselves. Actually, it's just going to be one because Vamana got the minis already. Should have just won for my 2 here instead of another level my 1, actually. Okay, he's going for his mana buff here with his teammate, it looks like. There we go. Secure that. And return to the lane. He probably... Oh, no, he doesn't have the mana buff. I actually don't know where he was then. Interesting. I would assume he went to the mana buff right there after missing a little bit of wave time there. Could have pushed my wave into the tower, and I would have lost all the golden XP, but... Well, maybe not all the XP, but all the gold, definitely. He's trying to hit me with that. If he got a bit closer, though, he might have been in some trouble with my 3. But actually, they're saying be careful left, so I might be getting ganked by Thanatos here. Oh, actually, no. He's going to be returning back to the lane. Now, Vamana is going for his mana buff. Oh, no. Nope, he's staying around still.
An ally has been
Enemy missing left.
No, he's just going to stay here. I said enemies missing just in case he rotated to the middle lane, but my teammate ended up going down anyway, so... He would have been a bit late to the party. But I think he's just going to clear this out and go to the mana buff now. No, still hasn't decided to do so. He's just clearing it out slowly. I guess he just wants to make sure I don't have any gold, but I'm going to be able to get my boots whenever I go back to base either way, so...
enemy missing middle.
I'm not really worried right now. Alright, we're going to put a level into our ultimate. We have enough for our boots now, which is really nice. Okay, now he's going for the clear. Now he's going to go for the mana buff. Took a little while, but he's going for it.
Be right back. Bye-bye.
Enemy missing.
I'll say enemy missing just in case he rotates mid. Looks like Thanatos is going to be able to get the soul, though. She went a bit too far trying to go for the other soul and ended up being taken out by a Thanatos execute. But, ooh, it looks like Vamana coming over here. Alright, gonna be able to pick up the mana buff there. Not too bad, not too bad. And we'll be able to go to the speed buff. Good rotation from Athena. Didn't have to fight off as hard as I thought I was going to have to, so that's always great for us. Because usually you just kind of have to wait until they get the buff low, and then you use your 3 and then try and use your 1 to secure it while they're in the air, but didn't even have to take that chance. And I'm going to be able to get my mana buff away from this Vamana. And he went for the fire elementals here, so we'll try and clear this out as quickly as possible. Of course, he clears out really quickly as well, so we're both going to be able to go back to base here. I'll get my boots, and I'll start working on the Stone Cutting Sword, which is going to be the first item I pick up. Stone Cutting Sword, and then probably Rage will be the next one. I could go Wind Demon as well, but I like Rage in this situation because it allows me to, of course, get the crit online a bit earlier, and of course I'll still be able to get that item to scale up as the game progresses. So I think it'll be a good pickup for us, but we're still going to have to, although we have 2 kills and an assist, we're still going to have to play as if we're behind here because basically against a Vamana you pretty much are because of just how much clear he has and how little clear we have, even with our boots online. Alright, he has no protections though. So we do have the ability to poke him down a little bit if he does step into the wave. Oh, actually he walked into it. Looked like I missed for a second there. Oh no, Thanatos! Not going to be able to get the kill right there. That was a good gank from Thanatos. Making sure that I can't go onto the Vamana there with the Athena ultimate active. Oh. Well, he made that mistake though. And we have the Terra ultimate available on us. Not bad, not bad. I don't know where Thanatos went though. I guess he just went mid. I thought he was going to come back around and Vamana was trying to bait, but Vamana just made a poor decision. That's basically all that happened there, and he went down, but, oh man, I'm kind of low HP here, but I think I might be able to secure something here. Let's see. Okay, well, we got the Soul ultimate as she thought she could get me, so I guess us staying around a bit longer wasn't the worst thing in the world, but I'm going to go over here and take these out with my Bumba's Mask. There we go. Secure that. And it looks like they're still fighting in mid. I'm just going to go back to base here with Vamana showing up there, since that means I don't have to worry about my wave being pushed in, and I'll pick up tier 2 into the Stone Cutting Sword, which will give me some power and movement speed. It's not a huge power spike by any means, but it's going to give me a little bit of 2 nice stats on this god, which power and movement speed are probably the 2 best stats in this god. Of course, critical chance as well, but that usually comes with power, so we're going to clear out the mana buff over here. I think Athena's going to rotate over here. We'll make sure she gets that XP and gold. And we'll go to the speed buff next as well. And she can take that out really quickly after my 1. There we go. We're going to hit level 9. And still doing a good amount of damage to Vamana. He is going Gladiator Shield next, which isn't much of a surprise. Man, we can almost clear these minions, but we probably will never get the chance to be able to, unfortunately. It looks like, even though I do a bit more damage than him, he does have the clear advantage in terms of damage. Oh, actually, we got his ultimate out here. I do deal a bit more damage, but he is a bit tankier to me, with my 1 specifically. Of course, if he hits me with both his 3, it is a bit of a different story.
An ally did not go gently into the night.
Alright, I'm gonna go back to base here. Actually, no, we have to wait still. His ultimate's down, so I guess he can't dive us, but we're gonna have to take this under the tower, unfortunately.
Enemies spotted.
Alright, he's gonna try and do some damage to us. Not gonna really be successful there, unfortunately, for himself. I'll do some damage to him, though. And I do have the ultimate available right now. I might actually be able to get something here. There's Soul and Thanatos. He's going to be able to dodge that. Alright, Vamana's just playing it safe right now. Oh, I thought he was gonna actually stay right there and think I was baiting, but he is going to dodge my ultimate, unfortunately. I mean, it would have killed him, but I thought he was just gonna think I was baiting him right there, but he dodged. He dodged. The bait was too strong. The bait was too strong. That I actually thought that it wasn't gonna work. And I went for the play, unfortunately. But we almost have our stone cutting sword online, so we're gonna go back to base. And we're not gonna pick up anything here. We're gonna just try and not go for a ward here and just survive with that ward there, because we are pretty close. I mean, we're only about 130 away, so we're in a good spot. Or 230, I should say. We're not getting Masamune, we're getting stone cutting sword, which will give us a bit more damage than Masamune, obviously, but Masamune would make us tankier in the team fights. Alright, we have enough for now, so we're gonna... Actually, I need to stay for my mana buff. Okay, we'll get the mana buff and then we'll go back to base. There we go.
An enemy has been taken by the dark.
And we'll rotate here. Actually, Vamana tried rotating and he was a bit late, though. He went over the ward.
Out of mana. Enemy missing.
Alright, his 2's not doing too much damage as he leveled up his 3 first. Okay, so after that, we're going to go back to base, pick up the stone cutting sword, and we'll go Blink as my second relic, which I've been falling in love with this god, honestly. It allows you to get around fights so much easier because it allows you to blink in and then you can use your 3 for either an escape or a quick lockdown, which I think having the extra option is really useful. Although things like sprint and Aegis aren't too bad either. More so Aegis than sprint.
Enemy missing.
Alright, he's just going to back off there. Tried to go for a bit of a proxy there. He was somewhat successful, but couldn't get the full wave, unfortunately, for him. Alright, so he has the Gladiator Shield online, so... It does make him a bit harder to deal with now, but I do have the Stone Cutting Sword, so if I can get a few basic attacks on him in a gank or something, we're going to be chunking him pretty heavily. And the squishies especially, I mean, it's flat reduction, so... It's going to be quite a bit for them. And oops, I accidentally pressed my 2. Not going to really matter because I don't really need to use it. Alright, a Terra Ultimate active. Looks like my team's going to get a kill off of it. Mana taking a lot of damage under the tower there. I don't know. I'm not quite sure why he did that, but looks like he's going to be going back to base here. Actually, no. He decided to change his mind. This guy is low on mana. That's his sprint. Oh, we didn't quite get him right there. I should have used it a bit earlier. I would have been able to kill him. Looks like we'll still be able to get him, though. He is quick, but not as fast as the old Mercury. There it is. We'll be on a killing spree here. Able to get the Vamana once again. He definitely wasn't expecting to blink over the wall. Probably thought I was just going to chase him, so he used his sprint a bit later than he probably should have. But because of that, we're just going to do some damage to his tower. We might actually be able to take it here, because we are playing Mercury, and he is a very fast tower killer. I believe I saw Thanatos already use all his abilities on the other side of the map, so I think I'm completely safe on this one, yeah. We'll be able to secure it for ourselves. Vamana's still in the graveyard, so we'll just continue clearing this wave, and then we'll go back to base. Not going to be greedy and go for his mana buff, though, so we'll rotate over to our own and clear that out. I do have the Bumbus Mass, so of course I take it out pretty quickly, and I will get a good bit extra from it, so secure this out really quickly. There we go. Pick up the mana buff, and we'll go back to base and start working on this rage that we're actually surprisingly close to right now. We're going to be able to get the tier 2 right off the bat, which is going to give us a decent amount of crit chance for how many basic attacks we're going to have as this god, so we're definitely looking really pretty right now. 3-0-3 on a god who scales incredibly well into the later stages of the game. Always nice to see. And Vamana falling behind is really bad for him because Vamana is one of the... is a god who really struggles. Probably more so than really any other warrior. Actually, I won't say that. Chalk, probably. But he's one of the... he's a god who really needs to be... I can't even say even. He really needs to be ahead to really do well, unfortunately. And we destroyed him right there. In that trade. The point that it looks like he's backing off, and actually, we'll do a little more damage to him right here. He does have the thorns, but I'm not too worried about that. We're still going to be able to get the kill. Not bad. Get another one for ourselves, and speed buff should be down because actually, no, it's up. Thanatos actually didn't take this out before that fight. Yeah, I'm securing this. Get that speed buff. Of course, I have the mana buff on me, so I can't just get the speed buff on, which would be very nice for Mercury, but that's fine. Well, actually, I was thinking about rotating mid to go for the tower, but I think I can take out this tower since they're all on the other side, and of course we killed the mana. So I think I'll actually go to this one. There is a Thanatos, though. Yeah, there he is. Yeah, we're just gonna go back to base here. I don't know if he used his ultimate or not in the last fight, so we're just gonna play it safe. Go back to base and pick up the rage. Start stacking this item up, which is going to give us so much crit chance. I mean, this item, whenever it's fully stacked, gives you an incredible amount, especially since we're going to be getting Deathbringer as well. It's why I pretty much stopped using Wind Demon on this god. Well, I didn't stop. I'll still get it from time to time, but I generally will get Rage and Deathbringer. It's because this item just gives you so much crit early on in the game, especially. And later on, it's still really strong, because, I mean, the crit chance is insane with Deathbringer online as well. Alright. I don't know what Vamana was doing right there, just standing in front of the tower like that. Not really going to pay off, obviously. And his thorns are down. Ooh, nice crit right there. Let's see. Going for the Genji's Guard now. Has the Nemean Lion.
Killing spree.
Enemy ultimate down.
And I don't have any lifesteal quite yet. I will be picking up the Bloodforge, though.
An enemy has been slain.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Enemy missing. Be careful.
Oh, and here's Athena coming in. He did use the ultimate.
Your middle tower has been destroyed.
An ally has been slain.
There's the kill for Athena. Not bad.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Another one onto the Vamana.
Fire giant.
Man, what is he? No, he's 0-5 actually. I thought he was 1-4 for some reason, but yeah, 0-5. And oops, I totally missed the buff with my 1 right there, but that's gonna be fine. We'll get this Portal Demon. With pretty much no contention here. Yeah, we got it. Lightweight indeed. So we can take out the speed buff. There we go. Go to our mana buff. Secure that for ourselves. And the enemies are at the Gold Fury, apparently. I can rotate over there. I do have the ultimate available and the blink. But it looks like they are going to get it in time before my team gets over there. Soul probably should have checked it instead of rotating over here, but... Of course, you see 2020 in hindsight, so we're going to clear that out and go back to base once again. Pick up another sentry here and go through the portal. And, ooh, Thanatos over here. Probably going to use the ultimate. Or not. With Vamana here, we can't just go in, unfortunately. Although Athena's here as well.
Enemy missing. Cancel that.
Uh-oh. I might be in some trouble here. I'm gonna go for the ultimate, get the stun. Should be a dead Thanatos. There it is. I pretty much have to run here with the RTO. Of course, RTO incredibly strong, even in the support role. It does a lot of damage, so I knew I had the beads if I wanted to escape there and live another day. So we're gonna go back to base, and I'm kind of wishing I didn't buy this. Actually, let's see. No, it's not worth selling that just for the tier 2, so we're just going to stick on this for now. And mid tower going down to Soul. The other team is just completely distracted by the left side action. The other Soul is going to go to the middle lane and defend for now, so we're not going to get 2, but... yeah, getting the mid tower is pretty big, especially since we already have this left tower. And actually, I'm going to... oh man, R2 is full HP. That goddess is crazy. I guess she is fighting 2 guardians. And Athena's not building completely damage, so... makes sense. Ooh, but Vamana's not full HP. Vamana's a half at best. We do have Terra still sitting in the wings here. It looks like she's going to show herself in the lane. Alright, and it looks like Thanatos and Soul are rotating over here.
Be careful left. Enemy missing.
Which does make this a lot more dangerous.
Enemy missing.
It looks like my team has just encountered them in the jungle. We should have the stronger 5v5 right here, or 4v4.
Enemy ultimate
Have to be
incoming.
careful with the Thanatos ultimate, unfortunately. Oh, he went straight on me. Shell gonna help me out. I do have the blink. If Vamana's gonna use his ultimate, I'm actually just gonna go back to base really quickly. Oh, he has blink as well. I just checked to see if he had the blink. And unfortunately, he did. I was thinking he probably has the blink if he's going in the jungle like that. So I went to check it, and as soon as I checked it, he blinked in and got me. But he is gonna go down, and Vamana doesn't have his ultimate, so he should be going down here as well. No, Athena doesn't have the taunt.
Enemy missing.
Has a stun. He does probably have the dash here. Yeah. Soul by yourself. Alright, I'm gonna put another tier into my Deathbringer. Have tier 2 now. Still only have 2 stacks on my Rage though, which is not the best, not the best. But we are on in a bit of a lull right now with our god. You do still have to farm up with this god, obviously, being more of a late game threat. Mid game does tend to be the weakest stage for Mercury, so the fact that we got the early game going is pretty good for us, or early mid game, I should say. Because once we have the Deathbringer online, we're gonna be hitting really, really hard. But then we'll go Deathbringer, and after Deathbringer, we're going straight for the Bloodforge. And then we'll probably go for the Titan's Bane, get some penetration online, and our crits are going to sting. The only thing in these fights is that I really have to avoid the Vamana, because the amount of reflect damage he's going to be able to do once I have all my items online, I'm critting for about over 1,000. It's gonna be pretty rough for me.
Ally has been slain.
Ooh, it looks like Soul going to be executed by the Thanatos. Terra should be able to get out here. I'm actually going to get hit by Thanatos there, unfortunately. He's going to be able to get out. We actually crits the Artio pretty hard, though. Oh, Medusa's going to go down. Yeah, not really the best rotation there from her.
A comrade has
We're going to lose Athena as well. They just have a lot of sustain.
Your middle tower.
And sustain's incredibly difficult to deal with in these long fights.
free.
Your middle tower has been destroyed. Your right
Alright, now we can go back to base, sell this, and pick up this bad boy, and maybe, if they go to the Fire Giant here, we should be able to stop them. We do still have the Scotty, though, who wasn't even in that fight. Alright, they got the Portal Demon. That's what I was expecting to go for first. It looks like they're just backing off. I'm actually going to put a sentry down right here really quick. As I know they wouldn't be able to get there quite in time to defend that. They'll probably pick up another sentry, though, obviously, because they saw me do that. But we'll be able to get a little bit of gold, you know? A little bit of gold in return for our sentry ward. Unless... no, maybe they didn't pick up any wards. Okay, no, Soul did, but... hey, man, a little extra gold from the Soul's pocket. Maybe it was worth. Maybe it was worth. Alright. Looks like another Terror ultimate going. Thanatos jumping on Soul. Not going to be an execute, obviously. Oh my gosh, and we are destroying this Vamana. He is going to use the Thorns, though, so we'll just back off. And actually go back to base here, because I want to get in this fight. The team's not doing too hot right now. I think they're just having issues dealing with the sustain right now, honestly. And I don't know. We don't have any anti-healing, which is probably the big thing here. No Pestilence or anything. We definitely need to pick one of those items up later on. Somewhere on the team. You have to back off here to avoid the stun. Okay, Thanatos doing negative damage to RTO, so that always looks great for us. But I'm going to go back to base here, heal up a little bit so I can come back to this lane to defend the Phoenix. Actually, we might be able to get the Soul here. Scotty going for the Gold Fury. Soul's by herself, so... Oh, going straight for the ultimate. Okay, she's going to go down. Staying a bit too long by herself. They're saying protect Fire Giant here. I actually might be able to get the Scotty here. I'm going to see. I don't know why she's over here by herself. Oh, and she didn't even go back to base here. She went into the jungle at least first. There she is. Oh, there's Thanatos.
Your middle Phoenix is under attack.
Uh-oh, Medusa could be into trouble, though. Oh, yeah, she's going down. There was no way she was going to get out of that one. And the stun from RTO. Oh, Vamana was... I thought Vamana was the one who was going to come over, so I was going to try and juke back first, but then the Thanatos was the one who came over first, unfortunately. Yeah, these fights just not going in our favor. I guess the rest of the carries just aren't having as much success right now.
Your right tower has been destroyed.
I guess we're just gonna have to look the farm up right now. Oh, we are gonna get the Thanatos though. Getting stuck under the tower right there. He actually turned around towards the Phoenix, which was interesting. We lost Medusa for it though, but we're gonna pick up our tier 2 into our Blood Forge. They're gonna get a Deicide, but I do have the ultimate available, as well as the Blink, and Athena has her ultimate. Let me see here. He's gonna go into her incorporeal form.
Your middle Phoenix is under attack.
Oh man, we crit so hard right there, but she's gonna get into her incorporeal form once again. We're not gonna be able to give Vamana.
You can't catch me.
Has a lot of cooldown reduction, it feels like. Yeah, Chronos Pendant. So we'll just have to play from behind once again, as we've fallen quite far behind at the very moment. I mean, in levels, we're not super far behind. It looks like everyone's pretty close to level 20 right now, but I am the only level 20 on the team. So we do need to scale up a little bit more. I think our Guardians may be a bit too... are a bit too little damage for my backline right now, because the backline isn't doing as much as we probably should be. Because the Guardians seem to be surviving in the fights, but the enemy team's divers are not dying. I think we're just gonna have to let Soul fall here. Actually, no, Soul's gonna be fine for now. There is a Thanatos though in the air. Actually went straight for us right there, which is kind of odd. I actually probably have to blink here.
An enemy has been slain.
Almost got the Thanatos. Unfortunately, couldn't finish him off. Our one didn't go in the right direction, unfortunately. But it looks like we are going to win that fight overall and get the right tower.
Your team has destroyed.
Wasn't actually paying attention. Didn't even notice Medusa was split pushing that entire time. And oops, I didn't get all the healing in the base. They are going to get the Fire Giant, though, with Scotty. I guess she probably soloed it then. They were able to pick that up. Oh, I thought Sol died. I guess it wasn't Sol who died. It was Artio, yeah. Oh, no. Maybe she went through the portal. I thought I saw Sol in the fight, so I guess it was... Maybe it was Sol and Scotty who were on the Fire Giant. I think we can defend, though, against their team. I do, unfortunately, not have the beads. And oh no, it looks like one of my teammates just got caught out. The Medusa. Yeah, maybe we can't defend if our team keeps getting caught out, though. Okay, looks like Terra's gonna be fine. Terra and Athena both really tanky, but... The Medusa and Scotty, not Medusa and Scotty, Medusa and Sol, not so much. But I do have the Blood Forge available now. Thanatos killing himself right there. I didn't go in with my ultimate quite quick enough. Oh, we didn't crit right there on Scotty. I have to back off.
Your middle Phoenix is under attack.
An ally has been
Oh man, almost got caught by Calder right there. I'm gonna go down. Man, I ran into our teammate and Calder just jumped on me and killed me, unfortunately. Or didn't kill me, but the ultimate did. So I think that's probably game right here. Medusa can try and defend, but she well. Medusa can't defend right now, unfortunately. So yeah, that's gonna be game. We did have a good early game though. I don't know what happened. We just kind of fell apart near the end. The front line wasn't dying. They were both incredibly tanky, but I guess the backline just didn't do any damage towards the later stages of the game. Just couldn't get anything done. We were pretty split up as well. But GG. It is pretty hard to get on Scotty with Mercury because of her 3 and her ultimate, but... I don't know. I feel like if the backline was doing a bit more damage earlier on in the game, we might have been able to win that one, but... Oh well, it happens, it happens. Let's see. She did have the Wing Blade. I noticed that she had a bit of extra HP. The Scotty. The Soul was pretty strong too. Not the strongest. I think it was mostly the Scotty. Thanatos had a bunch of kills, but in the team fight, I mean, he killed himself. So it was pretty much the Scotty. We just couldn't do the damage to her in time. Couldn't do the damage in time. Artio was a really good bodyguard for her, and I think Artio might have had a bit of extra damage in her build. Yeah, I could definitely feel it, because it definitely hurt. It definitely hurt. Artio is very strong goddess from an aggressive Guardian standpoint. I think she's even better in the solo lane than she is in the support role right now, but we just couldn't break through the lines and kill the Scotty or the Soul quick enough. Mostly the Scotty, so like I said, it happens, but hey, Mercury solo didn't go as badly as I was expecting against a god that tends to do pretty well against Mercury early on in the game, so that worked out for us, but we couldn't carry it to a victory. If we would have played things a bit differently, maybe rotated around a bit earlier on, we probably could have, though. So, just gotta see. I should have seized a bit more opportunities than I did, because I allowed them to scale up, obviously, and get ahead of the rest of my team, which was too bad. But this has been the S-Man Gang, guys, playing Mercury in the Soul Lane. I hope you enjoyed, so please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.